Yeah, so I guess it's sort of, under the Electricity at Work regulations and Health and Safety at Work Act, it's important to make sure the electrical systems are safe. And the sort of things that we typically see are, it could be anything from inadequate or out of date wiring or equipment, just things that are too old, improper earthing and bonding. We see a lot of that where water mains, gas mains, etc., should be bonded and they're not. Missing or faulty RCDs, or when we test them, they're not operating correctly. We see quite a lot of DIY or non-compliant works. So somebody on site has taken it upon themselves to do something, but it's perhaps not always up to the right standards. And a really common one is sort of broken sockets, cracked switches, and just basically faulty items. So the most important thing to comply with the regulations is to have a EICR, electrical installation condition report, completed within the last 5 years. In certain environments, that needs to be less based on risk assessment. If it's a high risk area, that definitely needs to be done, and it needs to be done by an NIC or NAPIT registered contractor. Portable appliance testing also needs to be up to date, so making sure the appliances that we're plugging into the systems are also safe, again based on risk assessment. Something like an office may need doing less often than something like a workshop, for instance. Good practice is to perhaps do a once a month walk around and a visual check, just making sure there's nothing damaged anywhere, that nothing's changed, and that's something that business owners can do. Making sure that you've got RCDs or RCBOs installed as required. Making sure that boards are labelled. Really common one when we're coming to site is often distribution boards are not labelled correctly. So that's a really important one to get that sorted, just in case there ever is a problem, then people know how to turn things off. And making sure that the staff are aware, giving them some training on what to do when they see something that isn't safe. There's probably two things that I would consider. The first one is, can you maintain your existing systems? Can you still get all the equipment that you need to maintain it? Can you still get the MCBs, for instance, or are the distribution boards obsolete? Because if they are obsolete and you can't get MCBs, when something goes wrong, that's when you're going to have a problem. So, can you maintain those systems effectively? And then the second thing I'd be thinking about is, what's your future energy usage going to look like? Are you going to be adding load? Are you going to be putting more machines in? Are you going to be putting extra offices in? Whatever it might be. Or perhaps you're thinking about installing electric vehicle chargers, or even maybe solar. If we're going to meet this country's net zero objectives, then we all need to think about alternative energy sources such as solar, and that could impact on what your systems that you'll need in place to be able to support them.